Oh, say does.
Always fun to ring in the new year with you, Greg, with some NBA action. Think any of these guys made resolutions related to their games?
Maybe. We'll just have to watch closely and see if anyone's being extra enthusiastic on the boards or shooting twice as many threes.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Out on the perimeter, Edwards and Anderson. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Alexander Walker in at the point. Now here's Edwards. Anderson outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. No good from outside. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. The pass to Turner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Well, you know, it's obvious that Ball knows exactly how to work the angles. He gets the ball to a wide-open shooter just about every time.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
And the Hornets with possession here. After the missed three from Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, you look at Ball, and I really think he excels more in the open court than he does in the half court.
Now here's Edwards. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And there's no question Miles Turner is one of the NBA's best shot blockers.
Kevin, he's led the league multiple times in block shots. And if you look at his per-game averages, man, very impressive. I think he's put himself in the conversation for one of the most prolific shot blockers of all time if he can sustain it for a few more years.
There's the call on Kevin Huerter. That's his first foul.
You want your team to be aggressive on the glass, but he was a little too zealous for that rebound.
Yeah, it appeared to me as he was trying to get a piggyback ride, man. That's an easy call to make and going to be called every time.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
Here's Griffin. It's deflected. Here's Huerter. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Anderson passes to Edwards. Good on the triple.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
Looking at the last game for the Timberwolves, it was a loss to New York. Kicks the ball. Diving in. And how exciting it must be to have LaMelo Ball, Clark, on your team.
Kevin, clearly one of the most exciting guards in the league. The anticipation was through the roof for Ball, and needless to say, I think he's lived up to it. You can just see the promise Ball has. It's oozing out of him. Already a triple-double threat, and he rebounds it so well at his position. Man, the future's really bright for this young man.
Edwards passes to Towns. No good that time. And the Hornets now going the other way. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, we were able to talk with Steve Clifford. He said a primary concern is to prevent those easy three-point looks from outside. He said closing out hard on the shooters is going to be the key. If they don't bother the shooters, he said, it's going to be a very long 4 quarters. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Passes to Huerter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Kyle Anderson. For Charlotte, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for Minnesota. Carter comes in for Anderson. Charlotte leading by 6. Griffin kicks the ball. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. And Huerter gets it to go.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Towns against Turner. It's Edwards on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Edwards got 6 points.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Minnesota making some changes. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Edwards. And Moore subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Sharp, that's good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Moore. Outside, Lamb.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
On the wing, Johnson.
2 minutes.
Just 5 to shoot. Carter tries it. It's tipped, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Charlotte leading by 7. Here's Jones. Rebounded by Lamb. Minnesota's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. For Charlotte, they might be the most electric team, Clark, in the NBA. Young and very exciting.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin. I mean, they're extremely potent, and they are exciting to watch. LaMelo Ball, man, he can do just about everything. The Hornets, a lot of fun to watch for sure.
Shots good by Turner.
That's weight room action right there. Excellent strength from Turner. You try to get physical with him, and he can overpower you.
Jones against Carter. Kicks it out to Johnson. But Trey drills the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Sharp. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Turner passes to Sharp. Moore with the steal. There's 42 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Lamb against Green. Towns. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Towns makes the most of his chances inside. He gets the ball in good position, does his work early, and then the battle's over after that.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Johnson. And it's blocked.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball, unable to help them close this gap.
Sharp. Here's Richards, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns.
Substitution on the court.
Three-pointer, LeVert, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Alexander Walker in at the point guard.
And since being the first pick of the 2020 draft, Anthony Edwards has not disappointed.
I'll tell you something, partner. Timberwolves got that one right. Did they ever? I mean, we knew about his nuclear athleticism, but the leadership, the work ethic, the ability to impact winning also have been evident. This is a multi-time All-Star going forward. Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Three-pointer, LeVert. The rebound by Anderson.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Alexander Walker. And here's Gobert. LeVert grabs the miss. Zohan, the pass to LeVert.
over Moore.
Kept alive. Pass the ball. From deep three-point range. There's the pass to LeVert. Lets the three fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. LeVert's got the lead up to 13 now for Charlotte.
Caris LeVert, one of my favorite young players in the league. He's hard to guard because he's got a quick release, and he's very confident in his ability.
Gobert, the pass to Moore. Missed inside.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Gobert with a screen on Griffin. Moore outside. The Hornets pull it in. Ball's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Griffin finds Ball. Charlotte moving the ball around. Now here's Griffin. Takes the three. No good on the shot. Moore against LeVert. Passes it to Edwards. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
LeVert the pass to Ball. Fast break now for Charlotte, and he comes up with the deuce. LeVert's got 5 now.
And LeVert knows exactly where to go in transition. Incredibly quick in the open floor.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. Sharp's got his second bucket tonight.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
To the right side. Outside, Lamb. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Carter finds Edwards.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Ball against Carter.
2 minutes.
Here's Sharp. And the shot is good. He has 6.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Edwards with it. 8 points for him. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got 4 points in the quarter.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
Here's Herter. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. We've got 1:18 left in the first half. Left side, Ball.
And he got off to a nice start, but has slowed down here in the second quarter.
Outside, Lamb. Pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Guys, we had to take flight to get to this game tonight, but here's a guy who simply takes flight and flies at will on the basketball court. I mean, it's pretty surreal to watch a guy who can elevate to that level.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Out to the right wing. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
It's good.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Edwards. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got 5 rebounds tonight. Turner finds Ball. Beyond the arc. Pass to Sharp. For three. It's Ball again for three. Ball's got 15 points.
Tell you what, the competitive spirit of Ball, I absolutely love it. This guy is relentless.
Edwards, that's good.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Hornets on top. Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly.
It's obvious crashing the boards was a point of emphasis. They're rebounding by committee, and their dominance in that.
And next up, we have the award winners, our Players of the Month in the East and the West. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Kevin Huerter is out there with Ball. Then it's Griffin. Then it's Turner. And it's Sohan in at the 4 slot. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. Here's Huerter. Drops in the tray. He has 6.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Left side Anderson. Outside Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And you look at Anthony Edwards. And, G.A., he is becoming the leader of this Timberwolves team, isn't he?
I think he is. I mean, partly it's his production with his numbers up across the board, but it's also his personality. He plays with tremendous swagger.
So it's Minnesota now. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Towns dishes to Edwards. Clock at 6. Pulls up on the wing. The Hornets pull it in. Ball's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Edwards launches it from deep. Edwards with another miss.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they missed.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. And there's the pass to Alexander Walker. Gobert the screen. Towns wide open. A three-pointer is right on target. Towns has got 7.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Charlotte calls timeout. Some changes for Charlotte. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Karis LeVert comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Jones subbed in for Ball. And a change for the Timberwolves. Morris checked in for Edwards. And it's LeVert missing. Timberwolves trail by 21. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Anderson passes to Towns. Takes it off the glass. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Lets it fly. Charlotte again missing.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Towns a screen on Jones. Here's Anderson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. The Timberwolves shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Free throw, good, Anderson. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Lamb comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Carter in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Jones for three. Nailed from three-point land. Jones has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Passes it to Anderson. He kicks it to Moore. Here is Anderson. He averages about 5 points a game. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Stolen by Anderson. He dishes it to Carter.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the third. Outside, Lamb. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got 3 assists now in this one.
Lamb is a capable spot-up shooter. He's comfortable shooting off the catch.
And it's LeVert missing. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Trailing by 17. Pass to Anderson. 1:24 left in the third. No good from Lamb.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
You know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
So both teams making some changes here. 1:14 left in the third quarter. Jones against Carter. Towns down low. Pass to Moore, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Sharp, that's good. Sharp's got 8 points.
You know, in that first half, a lot more three-point shooting. Since then, though, they've dialed it back.
And the pass to Johnson. To the middle. Moore finds Johnson. Yep, that one goes in there. He's got 5.
They just aren't attacking from the perimeter like they did in that first half, and I think that's part of the problem right now.
Here's Turner, and he slams it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, Turner is a long, fluid, athletic, big guy. Great length, and he's more than capable of finishing inside.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Jam. Out to Lamb. There's the triple. The rebound by Sharp. Hornets leading by 21. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Shoots. No good off the back of the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Carter looking around. That 3 off the mark. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's Charlotte just... And now let's take a listen on head coach Steve Clifford.
Good offense, right? We got backup.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Then there's Carter. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Alexander Walker in at the point guard position. Carter the pass to Gobert. Out to Carter. Five on the clock. Another shot. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Hornets leading by 21. And Ball slams it in.
Oh, it's great seeing Ball finish with strength like that. Showing off the athleticism with that rim-rocking throwdown.
When you look at NBA salary numbers, Clark, some rosters are only guys on the max or the minimum, one or the other. What happened? What happened to the middle salary?
Yeah, it just kind of went away a little bit, Kevin. Well, when you have enough stars on your team, they take up the whole pie, and really they deserve it. But I think you got to have role players, too, who are willing to take a little less, the crumbs, so to speak. When you're talking 7 figures, crumbs is probably a misnomer.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. For Minnesota, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Edwards with it. Now Green defending.
Well, the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he smartly stays focused on his shot.
Here's Ball. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Carter down low. He's defended by Herter. Now Edwards. Floats one. And no good that time. Good work defensively by Turner. Ball, the pass to Herter. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 4 this quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Pass to Towns. Over Green. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Edwards.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Here's Ball, and he drives in.
Well, he's an incredible ball handler at 6'7", and Melo can get space for his shot practically anytime he wants to.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Had the space there, but it's offline. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They host the Kings after this game. That will complete this 4-game homestand. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Carter outside. Here's Gobert. He doesn't hit that one. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Ball surveying the defense. Back to Green. Fades and shoots. It's hauled in by Edwards.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal.
Minnesota making a switch. Anderson's checked in.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Gobert, the pass to Alexander Walker. Lobbed up there for Edwards. Griffin with the steal. Pass to Sohan. Towns with the steal. Here's Alexander Walker. Defended by Jones. Alexander Walker passes to Gobert. It's stolen by Jones. And now Jones running the floor all by himself.
And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding for the Hornets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And that's going to do it for the season series between these two teams. It's clear who had the better game plan and better execution, and that's why they'll finish up 2-0 against the Timberwolves.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LaMelo Ball.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Fires the three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Anderson outside. Pass to Gobert. Towns down low. And that one, good.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Griffin finds Herter. From downtown. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Now here's Anderson. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly.